Greetings and welcome to episode 20 of The Good, the Bad, and the Poorly Written. I'm Luke. I'm a writer, director, and film editor, and in this series we're taking a look at my first feature screenplay, trying to make it a bit better. The script, Crime at 6,200 Feet, is a neo-noir about a ski bum living in South Lake Tahoe who attempts to investigate a crime. I wrote it when I was a ski bum living in South Lake Tahoe. Last episode was a very romance-heavy one, where we followed Sam and Jenny on their date. Today, we're getting back into the investigation as Sam's rashness with stealing from Jose both gets him in trouble with a new player and sends the investigation in a whole new direction. These scenes have some good opportunity for drama and conflict, so in addition to our normal cleanup, I'm really going to work on twisting the screws into Sam. Alright, let's get into it. Scene 46, interior, Sam's bedroom, day. Sam is lying on his bed reading a hard-boiled detective book. Insert book page with dialogue relating to the story. Sam gets up and moves over to his desk. He opens his notebook and writes something in his book. He looks at his watch and grabs his jacket. Cut to montage. Sam walking to the bus stop. Waiting for bus. Tourist traffic. Getting on bus. Cut to, well, say what you will about young Luke's writing, he's at least consistent. Here we've got another placeholder for what I'm sure was going to be a riveting and insightful reference. But since he didn't put one in, and I don't think it's that important, I'm just going to get rid of it. Also, there's no sense in having him read in his bedroom, go to a bus stop, and then in the next scene read on the bus. We can just have him reading at the bus stop. That'll be cleaner and keep the story moving along without any extra shoe leather. Okay, let's read the revised version. Fade into scene 46, exterior, bus stop, day. Engrossed in an old paperback detective novel, we find Sam waiting for the bus. A few other folks are also there, including an elderly woman and a man in a dark parka with his hood up, obscuring his face. The bus arrives and they board. Now there's no shoe leather, and the scene is going to be easier for production. Instead of having multiple locations, all the action is now in one location, and it could be done in a simple oneer. A single, uninterrupted shot that lasts for an entire scene, often involving complicated choreography of actors, camera, and crew. Having Sam wait for the bus isn't super complicated, but making sure to highlight the fact that there's a mystery character with his face obscured, now that would take a little creative blocking and camera movement. On to scene 47. Scene 47. Interior, Tahoe bus, continuous. Sam sits down on the bus and pulls out his book. He begins to read.
Do you know what you're doing, S.A.?
Sam is startled but doesn't turn around.
We're glad you stopped to help Jose, but you shouldn't have messed with this S.A.
Sam's full attention is focused on the man behind him, but still he doesn't turn around.
Normally, we put fools down for less than that. Comprende?
Sam nods in agreement. He's breathing heavily.
You think Jose is mixed up in some sort of thieving? I'm going to tell you, there's no way he'd mess with that Dinchicale. You should look at the gringo with the big ears, man. He works at the juice bar near the gondola.
The bus pulls to a stop and the back door opens. Sam sits, still looking forward. Unknown to him, the Latin voice gets up and off the bus. As the bus pulls away, Sam realizes that the man is no longer behind him. He turns quickly and looks out the bus, straining to catch a glimpse of the mysterious stranger. All he sees is the man in a dark parka with the hood up, walking away. Cut to, just on a craft level, this is missing some sort of physical description of the Latin voice character. I think not having Sam or the audience get a good look at him is great, but the script should be more explicit about what we do or don't see. Next, I think this is supposed to be the same character that Sam spoke with on the phone, and eventually we're going to see him in person, so I think naming him, even as far back as when Sam looks at Jose's call log, would be good. Let me do that real quick. Tap, 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 tap. Just having him as Jefe, as in the boss, in the phone still keeps some mystery, while at the same time allows us to call him a name instead of just Latin voice, which is not evocative at all. And now for the story issues. Since I changed the previous scene where Sam steals the weed and pistol, I need to up the stakes here. And Sam shouldn't just sit and listen. He should be involved in the interaction, first denying, then protesting what Jefe is saying. Now, I'm still not sure how Sam taking the gun is going to play out, but it's kind of fun going for the ride. All right, here's the new scene 47. Interior bus. Sam pauses reading briefly to pay his fare.
Hello.
He continues to read as he finds a seat. The man in the parka sits behind Sam. Note, throughout this sequence, we don't see his face. The bus rumbles forward. The parka man presses something into Sam's back and leans forward close to Sam's ear.
You know who this is, Esse?
Sam goes white as he recognizes the voice. It's the same as the one he called.
Well,
Sam nods yes.
good. Then you know why I'm here?
Because I dialed the wrong number?
Jefe presses the object, it's a gun, into Sam's back.
You think I'd waste my time over some pinche calle shit like that?
No,
Shut up and listen. We're glad you helped Jose, but we're gonna need that piece back.
I threw it in the snow.
Well, you better go dig it up. Then you can bring that and the herb you stole back to me.
You mean the weed Jose stole?
Shit. You're a dumb white boy, ain't you, if you think Jose stole that shit? What you need to do is find the gringo who slings down by the gondola.
How am I supposed to find him?
Go down there and look for the guy with the big ears.
And then what?
Figure out who he's getting his shit from. You've got 1 week, comprende?
Sam gulps and nods yes. The bus pulls to a stop and the doors open.
Should I call you or?
There's no response. Sam turns and sees the man in the parka walking away, his hood still up.
Me.
Cut to. Before, the scene was kind of just no harm, no foul, bro. But now there's actual drama and real stakes for Sam. His impulsive action of stealing the gun and weed have now got him in trouble with an actual gangster. And there's now a ticking clock. He's got 1 week to get some answers for Jefe. Ticking clock. A narrative device that creates urgency by imposing a clear, specific time limit on the protagonist's goal. It literally or figuratively puts a clock in the story that is counting down, raising stakes and driving tension, because if the deadline is missed, the consequences will be dire. Let's keep going with the original scenes 48 and 49. Scene 48, exterior state line day. It is the same day. Sam gets off the bus and starts to walk to his work. He looks at his phone and sees that he's a little early. He dials a number and puts the phone up to his ear.
Hey, it's Sam. Hey, I'm gonna be a little late. Can you send someone down to State Line to pick me up in 20 minutes? Cool. See you then.
Sam hangs up and walks towards the gondola. Cut to scene 49. Exterior, gondola area day. Sam is walking past the gondola. He spies the juice bar and takes a seat across from it. He pretends to watch the skiers and snowboarders come and go from the gondola, but his eyes are really on the patrons visiting the juice bar. It seems to be the normal mix of Tahoe locals, tourists, and people finishing a day on the hill.
What the am I doing?
Sam gets up and walks over to the juice bar. He gets in line behind a middle-aged couple with Texas accents.
So I tell you, Tahoe is cold, but Texas gets cold.
Mm-hmm. The Texas couple reaches the counter.
Fruit smoothie.
A young man, white, 27, with a scruffy beard, nose stud, tattoos, and ear gauges, looks back at him.
Excuse me?
2 fruit smoothies.
The young man responds and makes no attempt to conceal the contempt and tiredness he feels towards people like this.
We have many different types of fruit smoothies. We have the berry blast, the mango tango, the banana slide.
Well now.
Young man, past the Texans to Sam.
What can I get you?
A regular green Goliath, please?
No problem, bruh.
Sam steps in front of the Texas couple. He and the young man catch each other's eyes and smile. Both are glad to be sticking it to the pushy tourists. Sam pays for his drink and leaves. He walks away slowly, drinking his smoothie.
Big ears, huh?
Cut to. Scene 49 has a number of problems. Let's start with the scene breaks, because there are actually 3 scenes in here. It should be a second scene when Sam goes into the juice bar, then a third when he exits. To be honest, I'd forgotten the Texas couple was here when I rewrote the casino scene earlier. But since we've already got those characters, we should use them again here. The next issue I have is calling Big Ears Young Man. We already have Jefe naming him Big Ears earlier, and it's such a more interesting and evocative name for a character whose given name we don't know. Young Man is just generic and boring. We also don't need responds and makes no attempt because we'll know he's responding immediately after when he, responds. And here's a revised version with these problems addressed. Scene 49, exterior, gondola area, day. Sam walks towards the gondola that runs from downtown South Lake Tahoe up to the top of the Heavenly ski area.
Big ears, what the f?
He pulls out his phone and dials.
Big Apple Pizza, will this be pickup or delivery?
Hey, it's Sam. I'm gonna be a little late. Can you send someone down to State Line to pick me up?
Where are you?
By the gondola?
Oh, can you pick me up a mango tango smoothie?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Sam scans the area. He sees skiers and snowboarders on their way to and from the gondola. A few tourists mill about near a juice bar.
I am so
He walks over to the juice bar. As he gets close, he looks inside, and at the counter is a young man with a scruffy beard, tattoos, and big ear gauges. This is Big Ears, 27.
No way.
49A, interior, juice bar. Sam enters and gets in line behind the same middle-aged Texan couple.
So I tell you, Tahoe's cold, but Texas gets cold.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
The Texas couple steps up to the counter.
2 fruit smoothies.
Big Ears sighs and rolls his eyes.
We have many different types of fruit smoothies. We have the Berry Blast, the Mango Tango, and our signature, the Green Goliath. They're all written there on our menu.
He points to the large menu on the wall of the shop.
Well now, let me think a moment.
Big Ears leans to the side and speaks past them to Sam.
Hey man, what can I get you?
Can I get a mango tango and a green Goliath, please?
You want that Goliath regular or extra green?
Sam is confused.
Just regular, I guess.
No worries, bro. Be right up.
Sam smiles and takes a seat at the bar. Getting out his notepad, he writes Big Ears, juice bar, and underlines it twice. Off his apprehensive look, we cut to. So now we've got all those scenes properly slugged, the phone call fixed, the characters named, and instead of just having Jefe tell him to go to the juice bar, Sam now goes there organically through his phone call with Becky. We've also got some hints at what Big Ears is doing there when he asks him if he wants an extra green, wink wink, Goliath. And that'll be a wrap on today's episode. Next time, we'll be looking at scenes 50 to 52, where Sam and Hammett go snowboarding. Then Sam continues the investigation, following Big Ears to a meeting with a new, mysterious figure. Until then, be good and write well.